Coming up on this episode of the Village Idiom
is the hearing impaired protest. The person in leading the protest is like, what do we want? And then they're hearing aids. When do we want it? Hearing aids. It's like, you guys got to get your act together. Dum, dum, da, da, Village Idiom. Hello and welcome to the Village Idiom.
We are a podcast. Every week we choose a popular saying and take it admittedly shallow, hopefully comedic, once in a while interesting, if we're lucky, educational, dive into its usage, its meaning, its origins. But mostly we're going to use it to hang our otherwise directionless conversation on. My name is Jurassic Mark.
And I am Skinny. Sorry, it's like brutal trying to get things to happen today.
What do you mean?
I don't know. I just don't feel like I'm like all there today.
In a fog a little bit?
I don't feel foggy. It's just seemingly chaotic.
Maybe you needed this message before getting ready to come here.
Get your act together. You're in today's show.
That's a good one.
Get your act together in today's show.
Get your act together.
Yeah, that's today.
So every once in a while, you come across a situation where you're like, man, you just need to get your act together.
I know.
Yeah.
I've been told that. I feel like that's my dad thing. Get your act together. Like I hear his voice in those words. So that must have been pick yourself up by your bootstraps. That was one of his. Get your act together. I don't know. I can hear my dad in today's idiom.
Interesting. Is it got that parental tone, or
I don't know. Maybe I'm just
get your act together.
Triggered.
Maybe.
PTSD.
Maybe.
Get your act together. When are you going to get your act together?
I did hear of a group that was struggling to get their act together. It was the hearing impaired protest. The person in leading the protest is like, what do we want? And then they're hearing aids. When do we want it? Hearing aids. It's like, you guys got to get your act together. It's just an effective protesting.
They're not listening to the show, so might as well make the joke.
Well, there we go.
I just saw, speaking of hearing aids,
okay,
I just saw an ad. You know how every once in a while you see these like old timey actors show up in like a hair replacement or hearing aids or whatever. So, oh man, I wish I could remember the second one. But Lanny McDonald. Do you remember Lanny McDonald?
Like the hockey player?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
With the giant mustache?
Yeah.
Still has the giant mustache. Used to be flaming red. Now it's white.
Okay.
In a hearing aid commercial.
Interesting.
Calgary Flames, Lanny McDonald. And I think the other guy was Daryl Sittler or somebody.
Oh, yeah. Also hockey.
Yeah.
People don't really recognize the hearing impaired hockey community and what a reach that they have into
veterans
that.
With hearing loss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's really smart promotional material, I think.
Probably.
Yeah. If you're wanting to make inroads in the professional hockey league hearing impaired community, couldn't have picked two better guys, right? Well known for
Sittler.
Yeah. Who knows why they picked them?
Because they were available.
I was over at my dad's the other day, and he was watching Night Court. Do you remember Night Court?
Absolutely.
But there's a new Night Court.
What?
And because I was looking at the guy, I'm like, oh, is this Night Court? Because one of the I don't know his name, but it's the same guy
As the judge?
No, the judge is dead.
In real life?
And the show.
Harry
Anderson.
Harry Anderson. He was a magician.
Yes. And a comedian. He did stand-up comedy and magic. And like as a side hustle. But on the show, yeah, he was the judge. So anyways, it was, now it's his, I don't know if it's his actual daughter or his TV daughter is now the judge. Anyways.
So who's the same in the show? You said
there was
Bull?
The defendant. I don't know what his name.
The guard? The big giant bald bull?
Nope. It's like the defense attorney guy.
Like the kind of slimy guy?
Yeah. Yeah.
He's still in it.
He's still there.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I can't think of his name.
Like
either.
resurrecting Night Court and full like laugh tracks and old school. Like
where did you even find it?
I don't know. It was on my dad's TV. Anyways.
Oh, it's on your dad's TV.
Yeah, that's where it is. It's in the box. The files are in the box.
This guy, right? I still. Oh, it's too small. But that guy.
Yes,
he's still in it.
He's still in it.
I want to say like Arquette or something. What is his name?
I don't know. Anyways, we talk about getting yourself.
John Larroquette. I was close.
That is really close, actually. Yeah, so getting your act together. I guess it's tricky to get the act together when part of the act is deceased.
Yeah. Harry Anderson, 2018, passed away.
Yeah.
Or did a disappearing act.
I was going to go with attempted to cut himself in half, and the putting himself back together part was
I'll be
unsuccessful.
out in 2 minutes. Put a clock on.
Yeah, it's the getting your act together.
Yeah, so obviously it means get yourself organized, get on schedule, whatever the case may be. That's how we use it. Like, hey, we got to catch an airplane. Skinny, we got to leave in 5 minutes. I'm not packed. Get your act together. Like,
so I was trying to think of like other ways to use this, and so I was thinking like in preparation for like a comedy routine, you got to get your act together.
Sure.
And so I thought it would be another fun one today. It's been like probably a few years since we've done this for the Village Idiom children. Is get a random topic. You Google up a random topic generator.
Okay.
See if you can find a random topic generator.
They don't exist. I searched the whole web.
It's not there.
Okay, I got
52,000 matches. Okay, and so we're going to pull up a topic.
Okay.
Some topics here. And then we will assemble a joke and getting our act together.
Oh, we did used to do this.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm just going to hit start, see what comes up. Do you want to just take literally the first one?
Let's go with the roll up. So there's just like maybe individual words.
Okay.
Okay, so
Do you want me to read off all these?
Sure, and then
We got rabbits.
Or we can take 2 or 3 and slam them together into one single joke.
How would you possibly put rabbits and murderers together?
Killer bunnies.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay. Something to the effect of it's a crime scene, but they have no idea who's done it, but they think they found some DNA evidence, a hair.
Oh, no. Okay.
Okay. So,
Okay, try and put archery and airports together.
archery and airports. Okay, like Blast from the Past, YVR, and something to the effect of Incomes in the Avro Arrow. I'm like, I didn't know they had bows that big.
I was trying to do something like, did you hear about the new Robin Hood themed airline? It's called Arrow.
Okay, there you go. So there's always something.
There's something. Okay, let me refresh.
All right.
It's going a little slow here. Does it not work that way? Maybe it doesn't work that way. Oh, there we go. Marionettes and tennis or cheese.
Okay. Marionettes and tennis.
What's a marionette's favorite dairy product? String cheese.
See? It's still in there somewhere. It's getting the act together. You start off with these terrible premises and then build it into something. A marionette.
Okay, what do
String cheese.
cigarettes and elephants have in common? Those are 2 other options here.
Well, that's a play off of an old joke.
Which?
So like, you know how to catch an elephant?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
Okay.
wondering.
So, yeah. So you have to do that.
I was going to do something new, like either one. You don't want to flick the ash.
Yeah.
Something.
Sure. Yeah. It was for the Village Idiom children there.
You dig a big hole.
You dig a big hole, and you
For
smoke
the rest of it,
this one you have
know.
to smoke
You
a
have to
cigarette.
smoke enough.
You have to smoke a cigarette to fill that hole
With ash.
And then when an elephant comes
And
along,
then you line up peanuts around it
yeah, that's right.
to
When
lure an elephant.
and when he gets up close, you kick him in the ash.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So
Okay, let's refresh again.
see, are you having fun? It's just inevitable.
There was more words
This
there.
will
but
go
let's
off
see
the
what-
rails.
How come it doesn't? It takes its time.
Have you checked the specs on the roto girder?
Rotor girder. I used that line on somebody yesterday because the heat went out in our place and at work, and so we were in the boiler room trying to figure it out. And I'm like, he goes, I'm not really sure what to do here. And I'm like, did you check the specs on the rotor girder? He goes, like I said, I don't know what to do here. I'm like, nah, that was missed on him.
I'd have got that.
How about ostriches and stadiums?
Wow. Okay, what do ostriches do? They have big eggs.
They put their head in the sand.
Flightless.
Name 2 things that are flightless.
That's so stupid.
Stadiums and ostriches.
That's so ridiculous. Okay, so anyways, the act still needs some work. We're not taking that on the road.
We got to get our act together.
So one of these days would be so great to compile some of these things for your act. Like before you die, we've got to get you on a stand-up thing.
Just me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
Yeah.
I'll do it. I was tempted for a while, right after COVID, when things started to open again. I was looking for open mic nights, not to go do it. I don't think I'm brave enough yet, anyway. But I'm like, I just want to watch one because I've been to comedians. I've even been to comedy clubs that are like no-name guys, but I've never seen just open mic amateurs. And I'm like, is it a night of hilarity or is it a night of like, wow, those are bad?
Right. I can do that.
Yeah.
I could do better than that.
I just want to know that.
Sure. That's a fair
So let's
question.
just go to one. Let's
should
like
do
make that a goal before what is this? Before our 400th episode.
I did come across this little gem. So George Clooney, Leonardo DiCaprio, and Matthew McConaughey get together to make a movie. George Clooney says, "I'll direct." DiCaprio says, "I'll act." And McConaughey says, "All right, all right, all right."
I love it.
Yeah, I came across that. I'm like, oh, that's kind of funny.
That would be a good act.
Everybody getting their act, that act together. A Clooney, McConaughey, DiCaprio. Yeah,
That's great.
That'd be all right.
Yeah, all right. That'd be all right.
All right. Anyways, it probably Get Your Act Together has an actual origin.
Well, I mean, let's be honest. That's what we always hope in every episode. But there's some sort of origin story. So I guess
I said some words.
Here we go.
Where'd they go? Where'd they go? No one can know. I turned around and looked behind. Those words came from another mind. Origins.
All right. Well, as you know, to say "get your act together," as we've already said, means to kind of get organized, get yourself a schedule. The phrase is believed to have originated, would you believe, in theater.
Wow.
Or movie industry, or wherever actors are coming together who are feeling nervous or about making mistakes, they would be told to get your act together. But it sounds like you should have your act together. It's not about nerves. It's about get some show. Reminds me more of like a Mickey Rooney or a Little Rascals. Like, we'll put an act together. We'll save the town. So it's been used since the second half of 1900s as an idiom. The idiom "get one's act together" most likely came into popular use around the 1960s. But, I mean, almost every source I found, it was very uncertain origin. Something to do with getting ready for a performance, something to do with acting or the arts, something in front of an audience. There is a quote, again, from Shakespeare. That's 2 weeks in a row with Shakespeare in his play As You Like It. All the world's a stage, and all the men and women merely players. Does that have anything to do with it? Probably not.
No.
But
That's
there's
like
a connection
shoehorned in
to
weird.
why you would say that to someone who's not acting or performing, is that we are all actors.
Yeah.
You have a job interview.
guess.
Get your act together.
Yeah.
Anyway, no
Trying to propel somebody to get...
specific origin story. It's just, it came from theater. It came from the arts. It's like, well, we all could have figured that out.
Get your act together.
Random topic generator. What would your origin story for Get Your Act Together be?
Getting my act together. I don't know that it's together. Would probably I think I'm still in like the formulation phase of my act.
No. I mean, since our origin story is lame, if you were to make one up.
Oh, for this, I thought you were talking about my life.
No. I know the condition of your life. No, like, okay, you need an origin story for Get Your Act Together. Go.
origin story for getting my act together. Wow, it's gonna come back to theater. I feel like I need a sideways topic.
You got to be actually. You may be surprised to learn that the original form of this, even the idiom, wasn't even act. It was acts. It was get your acts together, and had to do with it was in the early lumberjack days where they had to disassemble their hardware before heading out into the forest, and so oftentimes it'd be not enough time.
Right.
So it'd be like, come on, boys, get your acts together.
Right.
Which sounded, because you're talking to more than one person, like it was plural for act, but it was really acts. And so,
get your acts together.
Yeah.
Come on, guys. We got woodworking to do.
So
out
then
here.
when he was talking to only one person, it was get your act together. Act? You mean acts? There's only one of you.
Right.
Get your act together.
Right. Yeah, no, that makes a ton of sense.
That's where it came from.
Interesting.
Yeah.
There was another origin story with jigsaw puzzles. And that one of the first jigsaw puzzles is off. A lot of people don't talk about this. A lot of people. Some say none. That people would take and try to associate words. And so you'd write a word on a big piece of parchment.
Right.
Okay. And then tear it into like a series of strips and trying to reformulate, put it together like a jigsaw puzzle in something that made sense.
Sure.
And one of those first ones being, the Book of Acts. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that it was because it was a bit of a jumble, and you had to it was like a ministerial thing for like early priests, and so they were required as they were going through. It's like if this gets damaged, you're going to need to get your acts together. Yeah, and so they had to memorize the paper. Then the lead father would rip things apart so that they could reassemble things properly, and like keep preserve the importance of the value of this book, getting their acts together.
That's good.
Yeah,
there's probably some truth to that when they found fragments of the letters or the biblical texts. That the Book of Acts,
the Dead Sea Scrolls.
Yeah, Book of Acts is all just bits and pieces.
Okay, this one's
and
for
we
you.
got to get the acts together.
You need to get your acts together. It's just a piece of pottery, the Dead Sea Scrolls. It's just like this one pottery thing that says axe on the side.
Everything.
It's just like, oh crap. It's all just dehydrated and falling apart. You need to get your acts together. And that's the story of how that
Thank you for listening, everybody.
It's more interesting and untrue
than probably theater. That's all we got.
Oh man. No. Well.
Oh, speaking of getting your act together, so I said I was away for the weekend.
Sure.
And I've done enough traveling. It's been a while. Like I don't go as often as I used to back in the music days, but enough travel that I've got a kind of a routine. I'm like, passport is here, and I don't sport fanny packs on the daily, but I almost always have one if I'm traveling, because then right there is cash and passport and boarding pass, whatever. So
self-esteem.
Yep. No, I have to leave that at home to wear the fanny pack.
I see.
So yeah, I'm going through security, and no, before we even get to security, tap on my shoulder. You dropped your boarding pass. I'm like, what? Wow, thank you. And then going through security, walk away. Your passport's in the bin still. I'm like, what is wrong with me? And then I go not even 30 seconds, and this time I hear it myself. Look back, and my passport is tumbling behind me. I'm like, I gotta get my act together. Wow, 3 kind of major incidents.
You want to be going on a trip.
Incidents.
You want to be going on a trip.
Crazy.
Yeah, lose your passport.
Anyway, I travel again this Friday, so we'll see how it goes.
See if you still have your things.
Exactly.
If you made it from the airport home with all your stuff intact.
So crazy.
That's a good one to get your act together.
Yeah.
Well, we should probably jump in on some riddlings.
Oh, I wasn't ready for that. I just felt like it was early in the day, but Riddling is a game we like to play. It takes a 2-part trivia-based question, requires a 2-part overlapping answer. Overlapping by sound, syllable, word, or word. So last week, our idiom last week was fight fire with fire, and we left you with this. Responding to an attack in similar fashion is like a medieval flying dinosaur.
One more time.
Responding to an attack in similar fashion is like a medieval flying dinosaur.
Fighting fire with fire. A fire dragon. Fire-breathing dragon.
That's it.
Okay.
Fight fire with fire-breathing dragon. It's not fight fire with fire. It's not fire-breathing dragon. It's fight fire with fire-breathing dragon.
I got it. Well,
And that's how you play Riddling.
well, I have 2 prepared for today.
I got some Grey Poupon.
Okay, the legitimate children. You're going to need to dial in quick here for this one. He suavely played Dr. Ross on ER. And that's all, folks. He suavely played Dr. Ross on ER. And
What?
that's all, folks.
Okay, well, who? Porky Pig.
Who played Dr. Ross?
I know. Who was it? Was it Noah Wild? Was it
I said
George
Schwab.
Clooney?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it was George. Oh, George Clooney tunes.
Yes.
Okay. What does that have to do with Get Your Act Together? Or
I just brought up George Clooney earlier.
Okay, fair enough.
And that this origin was already sucky enough.
Okay, fair enough. Let me give you one near. Okay. This French loaf is instructing me to be organized. This French loaf is instructing me to be organized.
That's funny. I'm gonna go with Get Your Act Together.
That's it. Get Your Act Together.
Okay. More random coming your way.
Okay, good. Leonardo DiCaprio.
He acted in Titanic, Inception, and the former capital of Brazil.
Wait, what? How am I going to say this?
He acted in Titanic, Inception, and the former capital of Brazil.
Isn't the former capital of Brazil Rio? Leonardo DiCaprio. Mm-hmm. De Janeiro. Oh, there's more to it.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Leonardo DiCaprio de Janeiro. De Janeiro?
De Janeiro. Rio de Janeiro.
Well, that was tricky. I was just going with Rio, so I was like...
It means the river of January.
It does. I see that
Interesting,
now.
huh?
Yeah.
A little tidbit. Take that to the
January,
the water
like
cooler.
Janus, the goddess of something, or January, the month?
I don't know.
You just told me you got nothing to back it up.
River of January. 1960. They moved it from Rio to Brasilia.
I hear it's being changed to the River of America.
That's amazing. We're renaming your city.
We're just deciding.
It's Rio de America. Rio de America.
D'America.
D'America. Rio de America.
Okay, I got one more. Oh wait, are we here already?
Yeah.
I got one more, but why don't you tell Danny Alleno how he can play along?
Okay, dang. And all the Village-idiom kids, we love hearing from you. Reach out to us on Instagram at the.village.idiom or email us thevillageidiompodcast@gmail.com, or whether it's the Facebook, the YouTubes, or the X at 3 Minutes Gone.
Beautiful. All right, you ready for this?
Yep.
Get your thinking cap on.
I got it.
When you respond way bigger than you should, get your what? When you respond way bigger than you should, get your what?
Okay. I see where you're going.
It was hard.
I know. I see that. That's
It was
why
a
I went with
tricky
completely
week.
other things.
Yeah, I know. I should have done that.
And that is 3 minutes gone.
Wow.
Well, thank you. I think I've nailed that down. It's pretty good. It's good
Well,
stuff.
if you got
Good
it,
stuff.
then there's hope of somebody
They'll be able to
answering this
chime in.
week.
Looking
Yeah.
forward to hearing from Karen this week. That'd be lovely. Reach out to us on Instagram.
You already did that.
Oh, yeah. My bad.
But if you've renamed a river in Brazil, let us know. We'd love to talk about it on air.
I'm Skinny,
I'm Jurassic Mark.
and these are the Village Idioms.
Here we go.
Get your act together, we could be just fine.
So tell me what you want, what you really, really want.
I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want.
So tell me what you want, what you really, really want.
I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. I wanna.
I wanna.
I wanna.
That's 3 minutes gone.